Hey guys, welcome back to the Comic Book Corps. We're back here at our favorite shop, Comic Tunes and Toys, and we got our friend Ken here again.
How you doing?
And we got another exciting week of comics here for you guys. We got Joe the Barbarian.
Spider-Man.
Bringing back Turf. Next issue's coming out this week.
Nice, yeah, it's good stuff. We'll start things off with Joe. You guys know this is my favorite book every week in and week out. I love it every time it comes in. Grant Morrison, Sean Murphy. Story really progresses forward. This is 6 of 8. It's almost finishing up, sadly. You get him reaching this town, and it's kind of like it's the last safe haven within the world he's imagining and everything. And it plays on a lot of the idea of safety and security of few versus the risk of freedom of everyone, and what he should do, the decisions he should make. I really want to make a comment about the colorist in this one, Dave Stewart. He really plays to the tones of the story and the idea of light versus dark, and he really knocks this out of the park. I noticed this more than any of the previous issues. You see a lot of very colorful, very vibrant pages. They really come to life. I love it. I'm trying to get Briston to read it, and anyone else that can get on this.
I can only speak for the past issues, guys, but I mean, so from what I've seen from the pages, it still holds up. The artwork's still great. I'm assuming the story still continues on, so I'm just going to go off on my mind, but I still got to catch up.
Ken, your thoughts?
Another great issue. Sean Murphy's art is phenomenal the way he does. Amazing. It's beautiful brushstrokes. You can also check him out on deviantart.com. He's got a good page there.
Oh, yeah?
Some of the stuff he does with just the negative space and just, again, with lights and colors.
Yeah.
It's an awesome job.
You like the story? Yeah, it was good stuff.
I've been following it since the beginning. Like this, it was great as an introductory issue for $1, and then they just brought you on in. And it's decent pricing, too. It's like, you're not too worried.
It plays with the trippiness a little bit, like all Grant Morrison books, but it's very, very subtle, very
I was about to say that, too. Like, a lot of the artwork that I just saw, just panels one, I was really, really subtle, and it just brings out, like, volumes within, like, certain panels. I just
really
like out the
depth.
chess scene.
It's good stuff. I'm definitely 2 thumbs up for me. Next up, we got Amazing Spider-Man Grim Hunt Part 2.
Ooh. I gotta say, things get a little bit more grim in this issue.
Joe Kelly we just lost another guest. This isn't the first time. Joe Kelly does some good stuff again. The first issue was a nice introduction. This keeps going a bit.
The issue really, really picks up this time around. Like, the first one was just more of an introduction to get you guys familiar with things. This one really, really picks up. We get to see familiar faces. Chameleon
and Mysterio show up again, so those stories that you've been reading, if you've been reading on the Gauntlet, they're actually paying off a little bit here. You see some, not just in concept, but in actual characters showing up again.
Again, they bring up the whole Hunter Spider thing. I mean, we already know this, but they elaborate a lot more on this, and they bring back certain things from Kraven's Last Hunt.
Yeah, and Clone Saga too, a little bit. The backup was good.
I want to point out, I kind of like the Kane issue, because for me, I've never really read the Brand New Day stuff, so Kane is completely new to me, and getting a little bit more details on Kane was really, really refreshing for me.
How is this? How are people reacting in the comic shop for you?
People are still liking Grim Hunt. There, I mean, like you said, it's bringing back a lot of old stories with the Kraven's Last Stand, all that good stories. It's just a steady seller. It's hard to say. There's not a big spike, but it's still selling.
Yeah. I definitely say check it out. 1 thumb up for me. It's fun.
I'm gonna say check this out, guys. If you've been getting it, continue on. 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what happens next. Next up,
my pick this week is Turf. It's actually came out a little while back, but they've got the next issue coming out this next week. It's set in Prohibition era New York. You've got gangsters, and then you start to add in some vampires over turf war. It's hence the name Turf. And then there's start to splash in just a little bit of aliens too. It's going to be a bit weird.
Just throwing everything.
This first one didn't touch too much on the aliens, which is good. It kind of just built up the world of who the vampires are, where they came from, and who the gangsters are, who the players are in the game.
I haven't got a chance to read it. I flipped through it a little bit, but I like that reading a few pages. It really takes all these high concepts and it really grounds it in the time period of the 1920s, as you said.
Yeah.
And the artist adds on to that, Tommy Lee Edwards. You might have known some of his previous work in 1985, and you said a few other books.
1985, Bullet Points. He's done some good things. There's also Jonathan Ross, who is apparently a great big BBC writer. I'm not familiar with him, but he's doing a good job in comics as far as I'm concerned.
I'm definitely going to try and get in on this. I like Tommy Lee's work, and I like just the concept's pretty cool.
I mean, come on, gangsters, aliens,
and vampires.
Vampires in 1920s, guys. Come on,
pretty cool.
It's freaking intense.
One thing I always think about too, whenever I'm choosing comics for this, is you've got a good price point. It's only a 5-issue run. You've got $2.99, so it's not going to cost you anything arm and a leg. Plus, you don't have to worry. It's gonna be $1 done story. Not worried about it's going to take forever to come out. It's getting a little later, but at least it'll be done soon.
Do you think Al Capone might show up in this?
No, I hope not. I think it doesn't try to tie into the timelines. I think it just kind of does its own story and it's separate. Like if you try to do too much of that stuff, like it's fun little nods, but then you're like, okay, I get it. He's the Untouchables. They're here now. Okay, and it'd be too much.
Yeah. All right. Definitely good stuff all this week. Thanks for checking us out again. Check us out on our Facebook page and our Twitter and our email us what you guys think. If you guys got any questions.
If you guys ever want to, also we now have a Comic Student Toys Facebook page. Check us out there.
All right, we'll catch you guys next time.
Take care.